Hey guys, it's Becca. So for this week's theme, it is top 10 favorite movies. Now, this was a very hard list for me to compile because to say that I love movies and the industry in Hollywood is an understatement. It's been a passion of mine since I was 5 years old, and the films that I have on here are not even, are just somewhat of a representation of how much I love and these films and how much I've seen and all the movies that influenced me. So these are just some of them. Without further ado, without making this video super long, let's go for it. So the first, from 10 to number 8, they are all by the same director. And they are all, in my opinion, just the antithesis of what I love about movies. And they are all by the amazingly talented Alfred Hitchcock. And I love Alfred Hitchcock films. I've seen a bunch of them, and the three that I have here are ones that I just really enjoyed. Number 10 is To Catch a Thief with Cary Grant and Grace Kelly. Need I say more? And it is, I don't quite remember what it's about, but I think that Cary Grant's character is a is a thief, and Grace Kelly is the, beautiful woman that he meets when he's, on his adventures. And this movie is just everything of what I love about the movie industry, and I wish films were still made like this, but they're not, unfortunately. And the magic of that time is, it's very rarely captured, and when it is captured in films today, it is a very big gift, and I definitely cherish it. Number 9 is Psycho. I love this movie because it is so suspenseful, and just the way that this music captures the moment, and the way that the fact that it's in black and white, and the fact that it's very dreary, and the way that the sets are built and the way the story is set up, it just draws you in, and it just reminds you of what, an actual thriller should look like. And if anybody's ever going to make a thriller, or I would hope that Psycho provides a blueprint for that, because Alfred Hitchcock knew what he was doing. 8 is North by Northwest. Probably one of my favorite Hitchcock movies I've ever seen. And I mean, it has Cary Grant in it, and he is just debonair and charming, and he's so handsome. And I know he's no longer with us. I know he's not here, but I guess not really. I mean, I guess he still lives. I mean, he lives on in his films, and we do have George Clooney, who is the modern day Cary Grant, whether he wants to admit it or not. He just reminds me of him whenever I see him, and I'm like, this is why I'm drawn to you, because you just remind me of this man. All right, moving on. Number 7 is My Best Friend's Wedding, which is the very first Julia Roberts film I've ever seen, and I fell in love with her at the age of 8 years old. She is just incredible, and I saw, after this, I saw, which is my number 6 pick, Pretty Woman, which again was incredible. And then I went to Notting Hill, Runaway Bride, Erin Brockovich, and then I went way back before she made Pretty Woman to Mystic Pizza, Steel Magnolias, which is a tearjerker, let me tell you. If you need a good cry, Steel Magnolias is your movie. Just amazing. Number 5, we are getting into Disney territory, because it would not be a list if I did not include at least 1 or 2 Disney movies. Mary Poppins, which is one of my top three favorite Disney movies of all time. I adore Julie Andrews like nothing else. Dick Van Dyke in this film and singing and dancing, and as Bert, I fell in love, and I saw this show on Broadway in London in Trafalgar Square, and I felt just like the coolest person ever because the movie takes place in London, and I saw the play in London, and everybody had British accents, and it just felt so right. And it was like, I was so happy with the way everything turned out, and it was just amazingly done. And if you're ever in London, or you're ever have an opportunity to see Mary Poppins on Broadway, I suggest you do, because it's incredible. Number 4 is Beauty and the Beast, for a variety of reasons. And yeah, say what you will about this movie, but I love that it is about a girl who has her own mind, who is smart, who reads, who cares about knowledge and learning things, who does not need a man to save her, when in fact she actually saves him at the end of the movie, which is pretty awesome. So it just shows how girls can be tough warriors too. And I love that. Top 3, this was hard. This was very difficult because I'm like missing so many movies, so I have to like mention some of them. They get an honorable mention. So number 3 is Singing in the Rain. Gene Kelly and Debbie Reynolds were magic in this movie. I love this film like I've never loved anything else. Like, I have the VHS downstairs, and it is one of my most prized possessions. And if I'm ever able to meet Debbie Reynolds, which, I mean, life goals, probably never happen, but life goals, I will just be like, you as Kathy Selden was just the greatest thing that has ever entered my life. And your performance influenced me more than you will ever realize. And it's basically about the golden age of the movie industry and how the glitz and the glamour, and it just makes you believe in just anything. And I love that. Number 2 is The Wizard of Oz and The King and I. Now, I know that it's weird that I'm putting 2 movies together, but just hear me out. The Wizard of Oz is a movie that has, I mean, again, like Singing in the Rain, this movie I've seen over 100 times. This movie was everything to me when I was a kid. It was everything. I can't explain to you why, but it just was. I wanted to be Judy Garland. I wanted to be Dorothy. I wanted to walk down the yellow brick road, and I wanted to sing somewhere over the rainbow, and I wanted to have a dog named Toto, and it was just, I wanted that because she was so brilliant and amazing and talented, and I can't even describe it how much I love this film. The King and I saw it on Broadway. It was one of the first shows I ever saw. And after I saw the film, obviously, and the film was so much. I mean, the film was like 10 times better. I love the film. I love the actors. The show was amazing. It was beautiful. But the movie itself was incredibly well done. The story, the costumes, the music, the scoring, I mean, the songs, just everything added up. And if you haven't seen this movie, you need to go find it somewhere. Or if they have, sometimes they have like old film festivals and they'll show like older films. You need to see The King and I. You need to, get there, and you need to just see this story unfold because it is amazing. And it is, I know I keep saying amazing, but it is. And of course, last but certainly not least, The Sound of Music. This movie was my life. I cannot say enough about it. I mean, it was just everything to me. The story, the music. I dream is to go to Austria and to go on the mountain where Julie Andrews sang The Hills Are Alive and sing that song, like blast it and just, live and just be Fräulein Maria for, a day. I don't know. I like the songs in this movie, I probably know by heart. I could recite line by line if I could. I just love it. So those are my top 10. There are so many more films that I love that I just couldn't think of at the moment, or these were the ones I felt influenced me the most. So thanks for watching this. Thanks for watching this video. I'm sorry that it's a little long, but get me talking about film and I'll just go, go, and go, and go. Please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to here as well as our individual channels. And until next time, bye guys.